All right, part 3. Scenes, layers, and sections. I'm gonna pull this out here. This is your section bar. Turn it on. You see, I have a lot of them in here. A pretty full featured set of drawings here. But those all apply to different scenes, or they were used during the drawing process. So when you click on a scene, what it does is it goes to the saved version of the camera, the direction that it's pointing, and the parallel or perspective, or you want parallel for your drawings because it looks better. And it saves what sections are active. So if you go to first floor plan, now I got a floor plan. It also saves this status up here, the style, which can be either one of these quick link buttons, or you can get more in depth with it in here, styles. One thing like is getting rid of the axes that you want to get rid of for the drawings. Other things you might want to look into is like section fill. So if you look at this in the section here, this cuts it right through and looks at all the little lines that make up the shape. And if you do, so it cuts right through the shape. But if you do section fill, it just fills that in, and then you can change it to a different color. Instead of seeing through the 2x4 or the header above the door, it just makes it gray. Otherwise, you would see through it. It's just more detailed stuff like the door. Just solid. It looks a little cleaner. So that's basically your style, the section, and the camera is what's saved under the scenes. All the geometry is all separate from that. It also saves the layers. So let's see. Go to the south. This is a big set of plans, so it's a little slow. So we're looking now. The layers are down here. So when you use a plugin like the foundation one, it'll make all of these automatically. Foundation rebar, foundation footing, foundation concrete, and use the truss plugin to make the floor system. Then it'll all be under floor sheathing, floor joists, floor frame, blah blah blah. So that is saved under the scenes too. So if you want it, yeah. Let's see. So if you wanted to do, like, take out, the roof trusses and the roof cladding and just show the roof framing, that's how you do that. And you have all the framing visible. Then you can save that scene. Let's see, where's the scene? You can save that scene as, yeah, it's a little slow, this one. There's a lot of good stuff going on. So scene 18. So you go to 15. See that the style changed. the camera change, the section cut change. It added the section cut through here. Then you go back to 18, and then it's gonna change the layers and reorient it. So that's what is in the layers and the scenes. Now, when you're, let's get out of this model. No. When you're drawing something, say I'm drawing a floor plan, and of a house that's shaped like a whatever. Jesus Christ! Come on. Oh, that's the little trick that if you move the mouse to the point and just hold it there until it says end point, then you can move it away and it'll lock it. See how it sticks to make your shape. So this is my base floor plan. I use offset to make 8-inch wall. 8, bam. Now you can go push it. But before I even get this far, at this point, as soon as I got a shape drawn out, at this point, if I can, if this is the first thing I draw, then I'll select it like this. Now another thing to know is if you go to the left with this, it'll pick everything greedy. Like everything it touches, it'll pick. So just because it touched the gray square, it'll pick the whole surface. If you go the other way, it won't do that. It'll only do what you completely wrap around. So in order to get the gray square, I have to go all the way around like that. Another trick for when it's flat and you just started drawing is double click or triple click. Double click picks the first surface, triple click picks the whole thing. And select it all, hit G or make group. I don't know where it is, but G works better. Then separates it. So now I can draw another wall in here. So now double click again. Then you can, I've been liking this trick where you press the M button to move and then hold the, and then press Control, and then you can just kind of make a copy of it. I'm not measuring anything here, but see how this is still not a surface because those lines don't make a full closed shape yet. You still got to close it out because it's not connected to the surface underneath it. Now, there we go. Now it's closed. So now I can make this like that. And so that's one shape, that's another. I can take this wall and just move it without messing up the shape underneath it, because it's all in separate groups. So again, I triple click that, G, now that's in a separate group. So it's kind of a funky wall. There. G, triple click, G, group. Now you got two things, different groups. Thing about that is you can move them around without affecting the other thing. The geometry is not connected. And the other thing about groups is it makes it easier for layers. So now you got your wall. This is your group wall. And if you go all the way to the top, entity info, it says layer 0, this is where it should be. You can go down to your layer tab. Where it's kind of a pain, they're all in a row. Layer, now walls. So now you would go to you can right click entity info, and now you can change the layer to walls. That way you can turn off the walls. Now the black dot here, that's the one you're drawing on, you're working on. That should always stay at layer 0. You should always draw all your stuff at layer 0, and then after that move it to the other. It's a weird thing with SketchUp, it needs to be like that. So now you double click to get in your group. You can make this your outside wall, and then right click entity info wall. Let's see, we want to make that exterior wall, so exterior wall. Then you can take that, you put it on a different layer. So now you save your first scene. Let's see what we got. I got like 4 minutes. Let's make a quick roof here. Just a simple, boring roof. Yep. Yep. There we go. We gotta trust this. So now when I built that, you'll see that it created all these layers. Those are all automatically part of the plugin, automatically made. Now, a lot of these are useless for whatever reason. Roof truss is the one that turns them off. I think I gave you an extension. It's called cleanup. If you go to cleanup, cleanup, then it gets rid of all the extra shit. So you don't have all these stupid layers. Now you get your roof truss on one layer. So you want to save your scene of your roof framing, whatever. You go to top, change your camera to parallel. There you go. There's your roof framing, and you make a scene. Bam. Then you want to take the floor plan. So you take the trusses out, and you want it black and white. So you do something like that. And those are the dimensions from the roof system. And that's your other scene. Yep. See how it says now you're creating a new style because it's different colors and you got rid of the layers. So just whatever. Yes. Now when you go to this layer and this layer, it does it like that. Let's see. Back to regular perspective. Here we go. We want to take a nice money shot of the structure. Bam, bam, with the shadows. Where's the shadows? Then you do, that can be your other scene. Scene. Bam. And then throw a section in there for good measure. Now your section, you click on it. When it's blue, you press M or the move button, and you can adjust it accordingly. And I always turn off the section so it looks better. And then save your scene. There's another scene. If you go 3, bam. 2, floor plan. I got 20 seconds left. Bam. So that's how scenes and layers and all that work. And you can turn them on, turn them off, just like that. And I gotta go now. 5 seconds left. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy. Bye.